Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, the former President of India, was not just a statesman and an aerospace scientist, but he was also a true motivator. He had once said that people who dare to imagine the impossible are the ones who break all human limitations. He had said the word impossible contained in it the word I am possible, which means everything in this world is possible as long as you're dedicated towards it, as long as you're working towards your goal. Everything in this world is possible. All that determines your success is your hard work and your commitment towards your goal. He had said that small aim is a crime, which means you need to think big in order to achieve big. This is something all Indians or all students in this world need to know, that everything is possible as long as you have self confidence and you are willing to work relentlessly towards your goal. Thank you.
Best regards to everyone present. To start with, I would welcome you all and also thank you for giving me this marvelous opportunity. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam is not just a name but a feeling. He was the 11th President of India, born on 15th October 1931 in Rameshwaram, Tamil Nadu. Dr. Kalam is a great motivator for many, and his full name was Abul Pakir Jain Abdul Kalam. Since the beginning, he had a very keen interest to study, and he served DRDO and ISRO as a scientist. He emphasized that the dream are not those which you see when you sleep, but are those which never let you sleep. Some countless effort and contribution are made by Dr. Kalam for sake of nation. He awarded Bharat Ratna in the year 1997. While delivering his speech at the Institute of Management, he got cardiac arrest and collapsed. He left us, making 27 July 2015 one of the saddest day in the history of India. To conclude, I would like to say, even though he left us, he is still in our heart. His golden words will always be remembered. Thank you for giving me this wonderful opportunity. Have a nice day.
APJ Abdul Kalam sirs has his words of dreams are transformed into thoughts and thought into real action, which inspired me a lot. And he is a great patriotism, and he always want to develop the India until his last breath. He tells always that three people can change the society, that is student, mother and the teacher, and he was among them. He goes and visits lots of schools and universities and have one-to-one contact with teachers, and he will own the smile and courage on his face and encourage the people and tell them, go achieve your goals, don't let your goals as it is. Has his speech and lot of talks which will inspire the student, and still now students are inspired by him to do lot of work.
APJ Abdul Kalam sir had been an inspiration throughout his life, be through his words or through his deeds. He was the most down-to-earth person ever and loved and praised for his humility not only in India but throughout the world. After the single-term presidency, he returned back to his normal life as a teacher, and he has an everlasting confidence in his decisions and actions, and he is never unsure about them. A good leader certainly inspires others, and he has inspired me too. And he is a great role model to his followers and always motivates them when possible. My favorite leader is not just a leader but more than that, like APJ Abdul Kalam. Sir, he always emphasizes that we should never lose out on our humble self, even if we are the head of the entire nation. It is very essential to remain grounded and maintain humility at all the time. And this is what I like in him. Thank you.
Hello guys, I'm Priyanka. Now I'm speaking about APJ Abdul Kalam, a well-known scientist and also a president of India during 2002 to 2007. He was from a poor family, but he inspired a lot of people and achieved a lot. Especially his thought saying that failure is the first step in learning. I'm inspired by him a lot. He achieved a lot. Even in his harder time, he will never stop working hard. I love that. Even I want to be like them. He also loves students and India. He has done many other works for India which develops our India. After he became the president, there are many significant changes in India where India has developed a lot. We have many events celebrated in the name of APJ Abdul Kalam, like World Students Day, and also we celebrate his birthday.
Hello everyone, this is Leena Angeline Sharon of Jyotinivas College, and today I'm going to talk about Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam sir, who is an inspiration for many. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam sir is not only the 11th President of India but is also affectionately known as the President of People. He was a man of great thoughts, words, and deeds. He has once said that dream is not what we see in sleep, it is something that doesn't let you sleep. So, these ambitious and hardworking qualities of Kalam sir are the reasons why I love him and respect him a lot. Thank you.
ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರನ್ನು ಬೇಕಾದರೂ ಸೋಲಿಸುವುದು ಸುಲಭ, ಆದರೆ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲರನ್ನು ಗೆಲ್ಲುವುದು ತುಂಬ ಕಷ್ಟ. ಈ ಜಗತ್ತಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಭಯಕ್ಕೆ ಜಾಗವಿಲ್ಲ, ಕೇವಲ ಶಕ್ತಿಯು ಶಕ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ಗೌರವಿಸುತ್ತದೆ ಎಂದು ನಮ್ಮ ಅಬ್ದುಲ್ ಕಲಾಂ ಅವರು ತಮ್ಮ ಉಲ್ಲೇಖನದಲ್ಲಿ ತಿಳಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಮನುಷ್ಯನಿಗೆ ಕಷ್ಟ, ಸುಖ, ದುಃಖ, ನೋವು, ನಲಿವು, ಸಂಕಷ್ಟ, ಸಂತೋಷ ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಆಗ ಮಾತ್ರ ಮನುಷ್ಯನು ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣನಾಗುತ್ತಾನೆ. ಅಬ್ದುಲ್ ಕಲಾಂ ಅವರು ಹೇಳಿರುವ 2 ಮಂತ್ರ ಪಾಲನೆ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಯಶಸ್ಸು ಸಿಕ್ಕೇ ಸಿಗುತ್ತದೆ. 1. ಪ್ರತಿದಿನ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕುಟುಂಬ ಜೊತೆ ಮಾತನಾಡಬೇಕು. 2. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನು ಪ್ರೀತಿಸಬೇಕು. ಯಶಸ್ಸು ಸಿಕ್ಕೇ ಸಿಗುತ್ತದೆ. ಯಶಸ್ಸನ್ನುವುದು ಜಗತ್ತು ನಿನಗೆ ಪರಿಚಯಿಸುತ್ತದೆ, ಆದರೆ ಸೋಲನ್ನೋದು ಜಗತ್ತೇ ನಿನಗೆ ಪರಿಚಯಿಸುತ್ತದೆ. ಫೇಲ್ಯೂರ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ಪಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟೋನ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ ಅಂತ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಬ್ದುಲ್ ಕಲಾಂ ಅವರ ತಮ್ಮ ಮಾತಿನಿಂದ ತಿಳಿದಿದ್ದೇವೆ.
Greetings to one and all. My name is Gracia. I'm from First BCom A section. I'm here to speak few words about the great personality Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, who was an eminent scientist and also the 11th former president of India, also known as the Missile Man of India, and also called by the name People's President. He was known for his humbleness and great determination towards the nation, and also guided many scientists at ISRO and DRDO in the most complex technological missions of our country. One should respect Dr. Kalam not because he was a scientist, not because he was the president, but because his story reflects the struggle and inner aspiration of an average India. The famous quote written by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam was, "Don't take rest after your first victory, because if you fail in the second, many lips are waiting to say that your first victory was just our luck." Dr. Kalam always used to say to the youths of Indians that we should always dream big, achieve more, and to never give up. I'm so proud to tell and be born in a country where great personalities like APJ Abdul Kalam live. He must have been just a citizen like us. He eventually became a great personality and even more than that. Thank you.
Your future is created on what you do today, not tomorrow, by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. I'm Archana M from First PYEL. Today I'm here to speak a few words about Dr. Kalam. Dr. Kalam has a place in everyone's heart. He was a common man like every one of us. But what made him unique was the way of living. He won our hearts not only by being a human but as an intellectual person who left his breath while giving a speech. One thing I love the most about Kalam is he believed in youth and felt that they have strength in them. Till today, he is believed to be the youth icon. One should respect Dr. Kalam not because he was a scientist, not because he was a president of India, but because his story reflects upon the struggles and inner aspirations of common people. Each and every event of his life will inspire us a lot, no matter how many times I read Wings of Fire. Some units of his life will lift up my spirits whenever I feel low. Thank you.
Hello everyone, this is Maria Andrea from First BCom A. Today I'm going to talk about APJ Abdul Kalam. APJ Abdul Kalam was called as a Missile Man of India for his work on the development of ballistic missile and launch vehicle technology. He worked really hard and contributed humongous efforts for the vision of India. He lived as an example of hard work and positive attitude, and people remember him as the most beloved president. I love him because of his values, hard work, unique personality, and positive attitude. Also, he dedicated his entire life to the country and its people, especially school children. He always emphasized that you should never be out on your humble self, even if you are the head of an entire nation. He has an everlasting confidence in his decision and action, and he is never unsure about them. He is always my role model, and for others, he is my inspiration. Thank you.
APJ Abdul Kalam, former President of India. He was born on 15th October 1931 in Rameshwaram. To the people of India, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam is no less than an inspiration. People had a great deal of admiration for him and addressed him as Sir APJ Abdul Kalam. His full name was Abul Pakir Zainul Abdin Abdul Kalam. Very few people know him by his full name as he was mostly addressed as Missile Man of India and People's President. He was awarded Bharat Ratna, India's highest honor, the Padma Bhushan, the Padma Vibhushan, and an honorary doctorate by more than 30 universities in the world. He published his autobiography and a book called The Wings of Fire. He has written many other books that are useful to the people of every generation. This is why I love, respect, and admire Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam.
I love Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam not just because he was a scientist or president of India. I love him for the person that he was. His stories and struggle in life reminds anybody, irrespective of their background, can achieve sky high if they really wanted to. Though Kalam sir is no more, his achievements and contribution is tremendous to the nation. And as a person with zero haters, he truly deserved the title People's President. Thank you.
Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, popularly known as Missile Man of India, was indeed one of the most humble, intelligent, wise, loving, and lovable leader ever born. He was a true gem and a person with no haters. He proved that with determination and hard work, anything can be achieved. Dr. Abdul Kalam was a man of dreams and ideas. His ideas of dreaming were really different. He saw a lot of hardships on his way to success, but he never gave up because he believed in himself. One of Sir's quotes saying, "If you want to shine like a sun, first burn like a sun," deeply inspired me, and that's when I decided to take him as my role model. Though he left us, he is still alive in our hearts as a source of inspiration to all the dreamers of India.
Good morning, everyone. As we know that respect and love is the process that you have a positive feeling. The person whom I respect the most was a gentle and kind-hearted Indian scientist, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Sir Abdul Kalam was one of the most down-to-earth person ever. He was a man of dreams and creative ideas. He dreamed of making India one of the super nation in the world. His way of dreaming was really different. He told that the dreams are not those which you see when you sleep, but are those which never let you sleep. Undoubtedly, those are golden words of wisdom. He is still living in our hearts as an inspiration and a great role model. You will always be remembered, sir. Thank you.
Bharat Ratna Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, the missile man of India, the people's president, and a passionate teacher. Born into a poor family, he didn't let it define him. He wanted to dream big. He wanted to become an Air Force pilot, but then he was rejected because of his looks. But then this rejection was so important for India because otherwise he wouldn't have joined ISRO and given us his contributions like Agni and Prithvi. He was a complete Muslim who believed in his religion and respected his religion, but at the same time, he used to read Bhagavad Gita and take inspiration from it. On 2002, he became the 11th president of India with support from both BJP and Congress because both the parties considered him as a complete Indian. As a president, he never took his salary and contributed it to the underdeveloped villages for its development.
Hello, my name is Sufia Norain and I am from First BCA. When I think about what I would like to become in my future, I would love to become like Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. His life story inspires me a lot. From a poor background to becoming a great scientist, a teacher, and also the 11th President of India. He is humble, down to earth, and a knowledgeable person. His quotes and life story inspires me a lot, and the way he encourages you to dream and never give up on the dream and to work hard until their success is very inspiring. The way he replies to the students in a positive and a warm way is very heartwarming. His quotes help me to become a better person in my life. Thank you.
Good morning everyone, this is Kumari Anu, first year MBA student. Today on World Students' Day, it's a privilege for me to have the opportunity to speak about a former president and a charismatic personality, a great leader and a man of his words. Yes, none other than APJ Abdul Kalam sir. He was born and raised into a poor family of Rameshwaram in Tamil Nadu. While completing his schooling and support a financial struggle going in a family, he started selling newspapers. He also finished his aeronautical science studies at the Madras Institute of Technology. After which, 4 decades he served as the space scientist and a science administrator at DRDO ISRO. His contribution to India in every field is immensely impressive. Yes, we all know that. From launching of nuclear original test to 1974 to 1999, the original launch of the ballistic missiles. Yes. And that is why which made us to call him as the missile man of India. I would like to conclude with a great quote and a teaching by him, which I follow. Our future is created by what we do today, not tomorrow. So let's keep working hard until we reach the sky highs and make ourselves and our guardians proud. Thank you and have a nice day.
Good morning everyone. My name is Neha Kausar and I'm from First BCA. Today I'm going to speak about Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, who is one of my inspiration. He was the real gem of India. He proved that with determination and hard work anything can be achieved. He was the 11th President of India. He is also known as Missile Man of India because of his great contribution in the field of science, especially in rockets and missiles. I like one of his thoughts saying, "A dream is not what you see while sleeping, it is something which doesn't let you sleep." Thank you.
Good morning to everyone. I am Ishoda, first year BSc BOZL. I am going to speak about Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. He was the 11th President of India. He was referred as a People President. He was born on 15th October 1931 in Rameshwaram, Tamil Nadu and studied aerospace engineering. He spent the next 4 decades as a scientist and administrator at the Defense Research and Development Organization and Indian Space Research Organization. He was popularly known as Missile Man of India because his work on the development and ballistic missile and launch vehicle technology. He was recipient of Bharat Ratna. World Students' Day has been celebrated on October 15th on the birth anniversary of Indian scientist Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. His life a great inspiration for all of us. Thank you.
An everlasting inspiration, eternal motivator, the ever-living life model. That is Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. He was the pulse of the young generation in his times. He touched their hearts through his real life experiences, inspiring words and motivating thoughts. Once he said, "If you fail, never give up, because fail means the first attempt in learning." It is this rocking words that push me up. Hope this will motivate you too. Thank you.
Hi everyone. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam was a very motivating leader who inspired my mind through his words and life. Once he said, "If you want to shine like a sun, first burn like a sun." The necessity of taking sacrifice in order to achieve success was the key inspiring thought that fired my mind. It gave me a great courage and self confidence to look into the obstacles of life with great optimism. Dear friends, I hope this will encourage and motivate you too. Let's be strong and peaceful in our mind because life is beautiful in the midst of challenges. Thank you.
Abdul Kalam, the first president and the most honorable person of India. He is a symbol of hope for me. As his quote says, "Fail, first attempt in learning has a good impact in my life." From the viewpoint of it is impossible to him making it working hard to achieve such great titles and making it possible has a good serves a good purpose and also an example that I could become a proud failure and everything has to start with a fail, and as well I have to succeed in my life through my first attempt of learning. So I take this 1 minute of opportunity of appreciating myself as a proud failure and the most influential figure in my life and also a successful person, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Thank you.